Meet two graduates. They just landed jobs in the exact same city, starting on the exact same day, earning the exact same starting salary. Flash forward 20 years. One is completely financially independent, spending a Tuesday afternoon reading on a patio. The other is drowning in credit card debt, completely stressed out and living paycheck to paycheck. How did two people with identical incomes and identical environments end up with completely opposite financial realities? The deciding factor in long-term wealth creation rarely has anything to do with the size of your initial paycheck. It comes down to a deeply ingrained psychological approach to money. The traditional mindset prioritizes conventional education, chasing job security, and relying entirely on a stable, predictable salary. The wealth mindset prioritizes continuous financial education and the active, relentless acquisition of assets. You are highly unlikely to learn the mechanics of the wealth mindset in a standard classroom. Traditional schooling systems simply do not teach financial intelligence. To avoid the common debt trap, you have to ignore standard financial advice and learn the hidden, mechanical logic of how money actually flows. This diagram breaks down the golden rule of wealth building by dividing all financial vehicles into two strict categories: assets on the left and liabilities on the right. An asset is defined purely by its function. It is a mechanism that puts money into your pocket. Think of investments like stocks or rental properties that generate income. A liability does the exact opposite. It is a mechanism that continuously takes money out of your pocket, like an auto loan or a massive mortgage. In the traditional timeline, as a salary increases, that extra cash is immediately spent on shiny new cars and oversized houses. The entire income stream drains directly into the liability column. In the wealth timeline, that same income is methodically used to purchase equities, which are simply shares of ownership in a business, and real estate. Those assets then generate a secondary, independent stream of income. The fatal flaw of the traditional approach is buying expensive liabilities while mistakenly calling them assets. True wealth is built by acquiring mechanical income generators. Shifting from a traditional cash flow to a wealth cash flow requires a specific blueprint. Step 1 is building foundational financial knowledge. You need to understand taxation, manage your personal cash flow, and accurately assess financial risk. The immediate next step is capping the leaks in your current system. You have to ruthlessly identify and minimize your existing liabilities. That means eliminating high-interest credit card debt and stopping the purchase of luxury goods that lose their value the second you buy them. You cannot build a successful asset engine if your foundational capital is constantly draining through unmanaged structural liabilities. This system model shows what happens next. You funnel that protected capital directly into specific asset nodes, like real estate, small businesses, or dividend-paying stocks. Dividends are regular cash payments made by a company directly to its shareholders. An exponential growth loop begins when the passive income generated by those initial assets is reinvested to purchase even more assets. The primary psychological barrier keeping people from starting this loop is the fear of losing money and taking risks. Wealthy individuals view calculated risks and financial failures as essential educational steps, rather than reasons to retreat to the perceived safety of a biweekly paycheck. Wealth generation is a mechanical, compounding loop of acquiring assets. Activating that loop requires stepping out of your comfort zone and accepting calculated risk. Looking back at our two graduates, we can now see exactly how the wealth mindset produces that relaxed Tuesday afternoon. This line graph illustrates the ultimate goal, the crossover point. This is the specific milestone where the upward trending passive income generated from your assets fully covers and exceeds your flat living expenses. At this milestone, you no longer work for money. Your money works for you. Breaking the traditional cycle of debt and charting a course toward financial independence begins entirely with shifting how you think about money. If you want to continue building your financial intelligence and mastering the hidden mechanics of money, subscribe to the channel.